Hey everyone, I'm the Rev, and it's that time again, new content for my go-to sim, Le Mans Ultimate. We've got new cars, we've got a new track, and we've got new features. That can only mean one thing.
Well, this calls for a celebration. I will.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a celebration. The ELMS Content Pack 1 of 3 is here. Before we go any further, Studio 397 kindly granted me early access to the content, however they have no input on this video whatsoever. Studio 397 are not paying me, I wish they were.
It's like people only do things because they get paid. And that's just really sad.
So how much does the content cost? Well, for $8.99 you can get the LMP3 and the most up-to-date Silverstone in sim racing today. And as tracks go, they don't get much better than Silverstone. Ask this bloke, he knows a fair bit about racing, and in his opinion, it's up there with Spa, Interlagos and Imola. And what about the car? Well, it's a Ligier JS P325 LMP3. Bit of a mouthful, but in terms of the car, it's a beginner-friendly prototype, and it's magnificent. But the update doesn't only contain paid content, oh no, the LMP2 has also been shown some love. You get the unrestricted version of the LMP2 that runs in the ELMS for free. Not only that, but you get all the Le Mans 2025 LMP2 liveries. I'll talk about other new features at the end of the video, but first, let's get that LMP3 on track. Okay, so for this we want to make sure we do everything proper, which is right if you're not from the north of England. So for the car setup, I'm going to stick 10 laps of fuel in. Thereabouts. I'm going to knock the traction control down to about 4 because I think 6 is a bit excessive. And the wheels and brakes, you're starting on 64 kilograms of brake force. Now that is absolutely brilliant for a beginner, but somebody that's more used to this game, somebody that's had the hours in that I've had, that's going to be too low, so I'm going to knock that straight up. I reckon 93% will do me, so that's what I'm going to go for. I'm going to go for 93%, but 80% is brilliant for the new player. That's going to ease you into this type of car so well, considering it's not got ABS, so that's a fantastic setting to start with. But as you get better and better, you're going to want to start to increase that brake pressure. So once we get it now onto the track, I've done nothing in terms of field of view. All I've done is smash my seat forward. All regular viewers will know this is my view. This is how I like to drive. So let's do a few laps, get used to the track, get used to the car, and we'll see what it feels like. Okay, so we're coming round now to start the first flying lap. And I can already tell you, this is one sweet little car. You are going to like this car a lot. As we go into Cox, feel the front hook up. Had to get out the throttle or I was going to run wide. Track limits are going to be an issue on this track. That's a dead cert. Through Maggots and Beckett's. Feel the back go light there just a little. Look for the curb, look for the curb. Just missed the apex there. But she's got a great feel. Excellent feedback. Superb information coming back through the Sim Cube 2. And that brake pedal feels good as well. She just feels really positive. Bit of a slide there on the exits. The brake pedal's awesome as well. Little snap there on the power. What a track Silverstone is. I might be biased being a Brit, but Silverstone's magnificent. In she comes. Oh, lots up. Gonna feel that one now. So you can still lock up. But it's much more difficult to do than in an LMP2. Just probably because you're not travelling at that same kind of speed. Braking as you turn in, that's always going to be the difficult one. Cut it back for the apex. Try and get on the power early. Absolutely fantastic. 156 to start. Too much on the brake there through cops. Oh, little snap there, little snap. But the information coming back means you can catch it. Feels great, that. Able to catch that slide. Just carrying too much speed there through Beckett's going into Chapel. Oh yeah, the back end's really lively, really lively. But I love a car that moves around. Absolutely love a car that moves around. But that's got enough information that means I can catch it. And it doesn't just instantaneously snap. Oh yeah, loads of information there. Got the audio cue from the tyres as well, that they're just on their limit. Try not to lock up. Watch the track limits. So there's 4/10 there. We're a lot up. Just have a listen to this engine. Have a listen. Little V6 engine singing. Sounds brilliant. The car model's beautiful as well. Just stay on the power there through cops. That was a little bit better. The time's coming down. Oh, that's epic. Oh, I've carried too much in. Too much there. Through Beckett's. But in terms of feels brilliant. You're gonna absolutely love this, lads. We'll get away with the track limits. Gentle on the power. She wants to snap there just as you feed it on. Oh, what a great feeling car. And the track is... Oh! Track limits there, Rev. Track limits. Oh, the track's magnificent. Just got such a good feel for the front end of the car. It's not after understeering unless I really push it on. And there's no like disconnect between the front and the rear. Feels really good. Shame about the track limits there. This is definitely going to become a fan favourite. A definite fan favourite. And also, just a really good stepping stone to move you into LMP2 and then into Hyper. Come on, you beautiful little MP3. LMP3.
That time was a 1:56.06.
That's it. Front end hooking up nicely there. Feel the time coming down. See the time coming down. Take a load of curb. Curve on the downshift. Back end goes light. Hooker on the curb again. Get on the throttle. Oh, yes, boys. Now we are talking. She's hooking up nice. Let's try and keep her hooked up. Tip her in. Get her on the curb. Squirming on the throttle. Rear tyres just screaming for a little bit more grip. There you go, get in. This is the most fun you can have with your keks on, lads. Oh, 1.1, that's some speed carried through there for me. 1.2, come on, don't cock it up now, Rev. Bit too early on the brakes there, but it's okay, we hooked it up well. And fire us out, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be, lads? 154.5. Well, boys, the LMP3, it's pretty sweet. In fact, it's fair to say it's absolutely magnificent. That is brilliant. What a brilliant car, as good as anything I've ever felt in sim racing. I've no reason to say it if it weren't the case. You could see on that lap surely where I was pushing like hell, pushing for me. And she was just doing exactly what I wanted her to do. Fantastic car. So much good feeling. Wow, cannot stress that enough. Brilliant car. Absolutely brilliant. So it's fair to say I didn't mind the LMP3. Not bad at all. What about the LMP2? Well, the unrestricted car is lighter and has more power. Does it make a difference? Well, let's put the laps side by side and find out. So crossing the line to start the laps at exactly the same time, we have the restricted on the left and the unrestricted on the right. Now in terms of engine note, they sound the same, but the unrestricted model, you can really rev that engine out. As you can see now, as we head into Maggots and Beckett's, I'm already ahead in the unrestricted version. This car stuck to the road like absolute glue through here. It was such a joy to drive. As we head out of Chapel now, onto the Hanger Straight, you can see that the unrestricted LMP2 has pulled further ahead as we go under the bridge. Really stretching the new LMP2's legs now, looking to the left hand side for the marshal's post, onto the brakes, down to third gear, tip it in, get the rotation from the curb, and then it's foot to the floor as we head down towards Vale. Looking for the curb on the right hand side, down onto the brakes, early onto the apex, first gear. Car goes a little bit sketchy on the power. Looking for the apex of club, throw it in. Could have got that a little bit better there, Rev, if we're honest, but we're still up on this lap. Another fantastic section now at Silverstone as we head into Abbey, through the farm curve. What a track Silverstone is. Heavy on the brakes now for the right-hander. First gear, take a load of curb if you can. I could have took some more there if we're honest. Again, left-hander, this is the slow one. Careful on the power, the car will go sketchy if you just nail that throttle. And we're well up now in the unrestricted version. Well up compared to the restricted LMP2. Foot to the floor now, down the Wellington Straight as we head for another fantastic section. Brooklands and Luffield. Tip it into Brooklands, try and take a bit of curb. And then we're into Luffield, which is all about patience. Patience on that throttle. When you can nail it, nail it. Bit of a swerve from the unrestricted car. But we're away down the straight, and what's the lap time going to be? In the unrestricted car, it's a 1:45.749 compared to a 1:48.956 in the restricted car. So the unrestricted LMP2 was another fantastic car, and it's free to everyone. Throwing these cars around the Silverstone circuit was some of the best fun I've had in a long time. The circuit itself is intricately detailed and right up there with the quality that you'd expect from Studio 397. So what about performance? Well, I tested the track with a fully stacked grid at night time, and I averaged around about 72% GPU utilisation on a 5090, which was roughly the same as the other tracks, with Bahrain being the one standout at 80%. I'm also happy to report that in my time with version 1.1, I didn't experience one crash. However, I was unable to test the online performance of the game in this build. What else has changed in version 1.1? Well, now you can use your custom liveries in a single player race and in hosted lobbies if you're a Race Control Pro subscriber, which for content creators like myself is a fantastic little feature. Not only that, but they're introducing a web interface on Race Control so you can assign liveries to your team on the website. There's also now Track IR support for all you users out there. They've also added little tips to the loading screens, which I felt was a nice touch. The tip about braking, that one made me smile. Are you struggling with braking? You'll need to be more careful not to lock the brakes. Really? I need to be more careful? Well, I hadn't thought of that. Thanks for that tip. So what's my final thoughts on ELMS Content Pack 1? Well, for me, just as a standalone pack, it's worth it. However, you can also get the Season Pass, that's priced at $21.99 in the UK. But there will be a small discount at launch. Personally, that's the one that I'm going to go for. I'm a customer just like you, and I'm going to buy the Season Pass. Le Mans Ultimate is a title that's going from strength to strength, and I'm happy to invest my money there. And personally, I believe that the value for money far exceeds anything else in sim racing right now. And I say this from experience, having just bought a lot of iRacing content. The game is not perfect, none of them are, but if Studio 397 can remain on this upward trajectory, then we should be in for a treat in the years to come. If you like what I do on this channel, please hit that like and subscribe button, as it would help me out massively. As always, I've been the Reverend, thank you very much for watching.